Hi guys, welcome to today's video. If this is the first video of mine you've watched, thank you for stopping by. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, thank you for coming back. It really means a lot. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over my check-in for the 4th week in November. Yeah, the last week in November that goes into December. So the first thing we're going to do is go through my cash envelopes, and I have got a few more that I want to show you. So we're going to start with Miscellaneous. I'm just going to open my pen. So in Miscellaneous, we started off the week with £10, and we've still got £10. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see there. So we've spent nothing in Miscellaneous. So we've still got £10 to roll over. Beauty, again, we should have £10. Put them down. We still do have £10. I believe the only two envelopes I've spent out of this week is spending and petrol, but we'll see. So I've still got £10. Clothes, I know I've not spent anything. That was my cat just running up the stairs, if you could hear that. Eating out is the same. I've not spent anything from there. So spending, I did spend, I think it was £16.75. But I only took 15 from here, and I paid the £1.75 in coins that were in my purse. So I'm just going to put that I spent... Well, that can't be right because I should have only had 15. But I have a 5. I must have spent £6 from my purse, from change. Or I found money somewhere. But that's fine. So I spent 10. And I have £5 rollover. Petrol, I think I took £20 from petrol. It wasn't for petrol, it wasn't for fuel. 20, 40, 65, 65 for rollover. So I have spent 20. And that was, I went to a garden centre and I bought some nice snacks ready for Christmas. And I didn't want to take a bit from all my different envelopes, and I didn't want to put it on my card or my credit card. So I thought, well, I have quite a lot in petrol. My tank is still almost full because I've not really been going anywhere. So I thought petrol can take a bit of a hit. So that's that. So I thought I'll just show you quickly the rest of my cash envelopes because I don't really show them all that often. I have had some new ones. So we've got credit card here. So that's just if I spend money on my credit card for any of my other categories for my cash envelopes, then I can take the money from those cash envelopes and put it in here so I can put it in the bank to pay off my credit card. Unexpected cash. So I do have £10 in here. So that's for if I come into some money. This was for, I helped my grandparents put up their Christmas decorations and help them clean and things like that. So my grandma gave me £10, which was really nice. She didn't have to. And normally I would just spend that money. But really I thought there's no need to spend that money because I wasn't expecting it. I hadn't budgeted it. So I thought, well, I'll have an envelope. And then that money, while it builds up, I can put it towards another credit card payment or something like that. Back to bank. So that's similar. If I put anything on my debit card, I can put it in here so I know that goes back in my bank then. So these are 3 cash envelopes that I don't use very often at the moment because I have mentioned in some of my other videos that I do still live at home with my mum at the moment. So I pay rent, housekeeping to her, and then if she goes away for the weekend, for the week, she'll then transfer me the food money, household money, to do the shopping, or I'll do the shopping sometimes. So I thought, well, I'll have cash envelopes. I can allocate the money for food, household, and for our cats. And then when I go to the shop, I know what money is supposed to go where. And next year at some point, I will be living alone. So I thought, well, it'll be getting to good practice to do this for when that happens. So these are my cash envelopes, and they're from an Etsy store called BudgetWithIra, and you know, they're amazing quality. I've been using these main ones now for about over 2 months, and you know, I trimmed them down a little bit so they fit in my purse, but you know, and they've lasted up amazing. You know, I don't put coins in them, but yeah, they take a bit of a battering sometimes with the zip of my purse. But no, they lasted really well, so I highly recommend BudgetWithIra on Etsy, and he's also here on YouTube. So that's enough of me rambling about my cash envelopes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transfer this money from my rollover into the opening balance for my check-ins for my next cash stuffing. So I'm just going to transfer it over really quickly. So 65 in petrol, 5 in spending, and 10 in everything else. And my writing is absolutely shocking. So now that we've done that, we're going to move on to filling out all my expenses on my calendar. So if you watched my November wrap up, I did wrap up for the last 2 days in November, even though it was for this week. I wanted to get an overall picture of my spending for the whole of November. So they've already been done. So I'm going to put this to one side. And we're going to start off with the rest of this week. So I'm just going to get my pens ready, because I do write different things in different colours, because it's easier for me. I know a lot of people use stickers and they look really, really nice. But for ease, for me, it's easier for me just to scribble everything down. So the first thing I spent was, these aren't in any order, but I did spend on the 4th, £16. If my pen will work, £16. You see, I will zoom you in. There we go. £16.75, and that was cash from spending. So that was some snacks and some drinks and things ready for Christmas. So I thought I can take it out of my spending envelope. My other cash transaction was from today, Sunday the 5th, and that was for £22.53, and that came out of my petrol envelope. But it wasn't petrol, so petrol, but not petrol. I'll know what that means, that's okay. So we did have a couple of credit card purchases this week. Nothing major, but yeah, we'll just go through them. So on the 1st, I did spend £6.50 on my credit card, and that was on Etsy, and that was for some sinking fund cash envelopes. I also spent £4.84 on Etsy as well, and that was for some stickers, which I have here, so it'll be a good chance to show you really quickly if I can get them. There we go. So these stickers from an Etsy store, I can't quite remember the name of the store off the top of my head, but I will put it down in the description below, because I've been considering trying out, let me zoom out a little bit, trying out a little A7 little binder for my cash envelopes, because I do have my cards in a little card wallet with my IDs on that side, And then I've been carrying all my cash envelopes in here. And then I got my change in the bottom. But I thought I'd try this out. The little sticker from Budget with Ira down there. But yeah, so once it's set up, I think I'll try it out and I'll share with you what I think. So that's what that was, with these little stickers, little vinyl labels, because it's nice to buy off Etsy and support small businesses. So again, with the rambling, you can tell I'm getting confident and happy talking to a camera. But on the 2nd, I spent £12 on my credit card, and that was for Etsy again. And I believe that was for some more cash envelopes, or sinking fund envelopes, larger envelopes, which I've shown you before, again from Budget with Ira. It's an addiction, but it's a good addiction. And then on the 4th, I spent £44 and 48 pence, and that was on Amazon. And that was for, I decided to buy it's a sunglasses display, but it looks like a cash tray. So I thought it would be nice just to have my notes all organised and tidy while I'm doing my cash stuffings. So I think that was around £17. And then the other thing in that purchase was a cat scratch post with like a platform on top for my cats, because they have one now, but they've scratched through it so much. They've scratched through to the cardboard inside the rope. So they've scratched through it, so it's tilting, and one of my cats loves to sleep on top of it. So, you know, I had to buy them another one. And then on the 4th as well, I spent £26 and 57 pence, and that was on Amazon again, my last credit card purchase. But that was on Amazon again, and that was for 2 cookbooks, because I love cooking, and yeah, I want to start eating healthier again. So I bought some cookbooks. Then we had some bank purchases, or bank spending, I should say. So on the 2nd, I did spend £6. Well, I didn't spend £6. I opened 6 new digital savings accounts, and you have to have some money in there in the next 30 days or they close it. So I've just transferred £1 to each one, and then I'll transfer it out after the 30 days. So that money will go back into my account. So opening savings. Because I like to have a digital savings account for all of my sinking funds. So once the sinking funds get to a certain amount, I will transfer that into the bank, just because I don't want to be keeping hundreds of pounds in the house. And then my last purchase was today on the 5th, and that was for £2 and 10 pence. I was out, I didn't have my cash envelopes, I'd left them in the car, and I really needed a drink. So I bought a very expensive bottle of water in a garden centre. So it is what it is. It is what it is. That's why I like to have a bit of a buffer. So we did spend quite a bit this week, but we did have one no spend day. So I'm going to get my trusty pink highlighter, and I'm just going to write no spend. So I was thinking of getting myself some stickers, like payday, no spend days, and I might consider doing that for the new year. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with how it is. I do have, because when I pay off my credit card, I don't count it as like a spend. So I think I'm going to start a new colour. What should we do? Let's do pink, and we'll just do credit card payoff. Because I do want to track my credit card spending. Well, not spending, paying off my credit card. I've showed before, I bought a print off from Etsy. I can't remember the name of the shop, I've just gone blank. but I'll have it all in the description below. But yeah, just to mark off how much, I think it's about 1,500 in total. But I am trying to do some bit of extra credit card payments. So if I come into some money, instead of spending it or saving it, I'm going to prioritize paying off my credit card. So I'm just going to pull back my November sheet, and then I'm just going to write down my extra credit card payment. So on the 28th, I did put £30. And then on the 30th, so I know it already says no spend, and technically it's not spend, because it's just paying it off, but I put 60. So this was money that I'd received as a bit of unexpected money, that I'd been building up for a few weeks because I was going shopping, but I didn't actually end up buying anything. So I thought, you know what, I'll put that on my credit card, that's fine. So that was that. And then on the 1st, I had a refund on my credit card of £55. So we're going to count that as a credit card payoff because it's something I bought quite a few weeks ago, and there'd just been delays and delays and delays in the shipping of it. So I said, you know what, I don't want it anymore, refund please. So I got that. And then there was also a £70, which was another refund for a festival I was going to in August next year, but it actually clashes with a holiday that I'm going on, my family holiday. So I got a refund for the ticket for that. So they are credit card payoffs. There we go. So I think this is getting to be a longer video than I've ever done before. So my apologies, it was a bit rambly, but it's not quite the end yet. I've got some coins I need to put away. So what have we got all together? I'll just sort them quickly. And I have already taken the lids off the jars in preparation. So that's good. So we've got quite a bit of silvers, which is nice. So they're going in my silver jar. Apologies for the noise. We've got little 2p in the bronze. Oh, we've got some more silvers here. I've just put them back in the jar. And then we've got 4 in my pound coins. I was considering starting to save £2 coins, but my grandmother actually saves £2 coins. So every time I have a £2 coin, we do a bit of an exchange. So she'll give me £2 and I'll give her a £2 coin. So it works out the same. But yeah, so these jars I'm going to, I think, take to the shop, and they've got machines where they give you the notes equivalent out. So yeah, so I think I'm going to do that at the end of this year, just to see how much I will have saved in about 3.5 months of collecting my change. So I'm going to say goodbye before I rant about something else. So thank you so much for watching my video. It really means a lot, especially if you made it this far with all my rambling today. If you did enjoy, please give a like. If you didn't enjoy, please don't dislike. But yeah, I'd love to hear your anything you want to say in the comments. That would be great. So thanks for watching. Bye.